Yes, I lived with my biological parents, my mother and father, in a very unhealthy atmosphere. And that's when the state stepped in and decided that I could no longer stay there. So I took the ride to the children's center. The first day, the social worker came to take me for a ride, and I just thought, I'm going for a ride, and I ended up here. And I always thought that the reason I was here was that I wasn't going to school on a regular basis. So I kind of blamed myself and thought, oh, well, but however, I knew that I was better off here. And I knew that I never knew that you ate 3 meals a day.
My first day was in the winter, and I had my hair done nicely. I had clean clothes. I was dropped off at the cottage with all the girls, and when I got there, the house mothers, there were 2 house mothers, and all the girls were sitting around the television set, and the house mothers were passing out candy. So I didn't think it was that bad. And after the girls had gone to bed, the house mother had asked me to take a bath. So she went in there and she made the bath water. And when I went in there, the water was so hot, I went to put some more cold water in there, and the house mother heard the water running, and she ran in the bathroom and said to me, "Get in that tub, you're dirty." And I started to cry because I was afraid. I wanted to go home. And even though home wasn't the best place, at least it was something I was already familiar with, the experiences. And so it was really a horrible first day.
It had the state plate on it, so when you saw the car coming around, you knew you was in for something. And the car pulled up on Plainfield Street where my foster home was, and she had all my clothes packed, and they just threw everything in the car, and they took me up to the center. And they brought me really to a introductory center with one building. I can't remember the building in, but it was like a nursery, and they would check you out and so on. You spent the first few days there. And the social worker got out of the car, and she went in, and as she got out of the car, I locked the door. And I was just petrified. I wasn't going to go, and I was screaming and all that bit. So the nurse comes out, and it was a big, heavy set, I mean big, and she's trying to coach me to come out and all that bit, and I just refused. I said, I'm not coming out of this car. So finally, I never forgot it, they got the little hammer, the little tack hammers, and they broke the wing window. And she actually put her hand in there to grab get the door open, and when she did that, I just took one big bite out of her hand. But I lost the battle. She finally got into the car, and I ended up in upstairs in the crib. They put me in the crib. 6 years old, I was put in the crib, but that's where they put me.
He said, "Alfred, I know it's not easy, but I have to do it. You can't walk the streets." And Joe said to the judge, "I hate her. I don't want anything to do with her." He said, "Joe and Alfred, you will not be seeing your mother again." Well, coming after we left the room, these people came to me, and I saw my mother going down the steps of the courthouse, and I ran from them, ran down the steps, and I hugged Ma. "What is happening?" And she said, "I can't help it." And then they came and they grabbed me and put me in the car.
We used to run away. When we got caught, our punishment, which we always got caught, I don't know why, but we stayed in pajamas all day long. And first time you stayed in pajamas, couldn't go out, couldn't do nothing. And then second time they put you downstairs, and you're locked in a room downstairs, and that was scary. That's why I can't stand to be locked up. And they throw you in there.
The older girls were getting a little rough, tough, you know. And of course, I wanted to be with them. And we all sneaked out and went to our football game. Nothing happened, thank God. We came home. They didn't do anything to us, but the matron at the time said to me, Anna, I'd give anything if you would stay away from those girls. But I would have been alone.